Hello and welcome everyone, I am Brandon, and we got a buttload of Kirby news to talk about today. Just this morning we got a release date for the brand new Kirby game, Forgotten Lands, which I've been pretty excited about, and along with that we also got a brand new trailer. So we're gonna go through all that information and more on another episode of Game Corner. Thanks for watching, everybody. Remember, if you like what I do, please like the video, subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more, and I'll stop wasting your time. Alright, so like I said this morning, we got a new trailer for Kirby and the Forgotten Lands, and a release date. Looks like it's right around the corner on March 25th, 2022. That's actually the same day that Tiny Tina's Wonderland comes out, so hopefully you're not too excited for both of these games, or else you're gonna have to choose one or the other. Luckily for me, that's not a problem, because I have no interest in playing any Borderlands games. We'll get into that another time. Anyway, I've been pretty excited for this game. They announced it a couple months ago at the Nintendo Direct, and since then we've just been kind of waiting for them to do an official release date. At the time they said it'd be coming out in spring 2022, and at the time it did look like the game was pretty far along, so I did think that it was going to end up hitting that sort of spring date, and it looks like I was right. It's going to be right around the corner here, so definitely start getting excited for that, because we haven't had a Kirby game in a very long time, and this is the first time we're getting like a full-blown 3D Kirby Adventure, so it's pretty cool. For the uninitiated, Kirby is a little pink puffball made by HAL Laboratories. He's actually the brainchild of Masahiro Sakurai, who's behind the Super Smash Bros. Series. He was actually the first game character and game that he worked on at Nintendo, so he kind of has a special place in Mr. Sakurai's heart. And like I said, it's been a really long time since we've gotten a Kirby game. He's mostly appeared in 2D platformers and other spin-off games like Kirby Air Ride, which is super underrated, by the way. If you have a Gamecube lying around, totally go pick up Kirby Air Ride. Awesome game. And even though they're making the turn over to being a 3D platformer, it does look like they're keeping all that cutesy fun that Kirby normally is, and just kind of building on top of that. There was actually a few games back on the Gamecube that were in development for Kirby that were kind of a similar 3D platformer vibe, and they ended up getting canceled. So similar to Metroid Dread, it sounds like maybe they just put it on the back burner until, you know, down the road when they could make it something that would actually work. Obviously, I don't know for sure. Everything is speculation here other than what we're seeing in the trailer, but we can kind of put the pieces together and kind of maybe get an idea of how the development went for this game. If you want to look more into those, they are actually known as Kirby GCN, or Kirby Legend of the Stars, and Kirby Adventure. Obviously, I could do a whole video on that in and of itself, so feel free to go look into that yourself and let me know about it in the comments down below. I really love how they've been covering these smaller characters as of recently, like Kirby, Animal Crossing, Metroid even, and I really hope they keep kind of going on this trend, because I'd love to see them do sort of like an F-Zero even. And I would ask for a new Star Fox, but I think since Star Fox Zero, they're probably not going to do one of those for a while. Anyway, actually digging into the Kirby and the Forgotten Lands trailer, oh my god, this game is absolutely gorgeous. I cannot believe how much power and just pristine graphics that Nintendo and HAL Laboratories can just pull out of that really old Switch now. It's honestly impressive. I feel like every time they put out a new game, it's even shinier and prettier looking. It's a shame we don't see more of this attention to detail with kind of more third-party games and stuff like that, but you can always count on a Nintendo game to be just absolutely pristine. And beyond that, the game looks really fun. It definitely reminds me a lot of like Super Mario Galaxy maybe. It looks like there's going to be kind of like a hub town, and from there you go on to the Forgotten Lands, if you will. And I imagine there's different levels that are all Forgotten Lands with different themes and stuff like that. I also remember them showing off in the very first trailer that there were kind of these open spaces. I think there was like a mall that you go through, so maybe even all these things are interconnected and you just use the star to kind of fast travel around. I'm not positive, but I'm really excited at the prospect of just getting to explore all these really unique areas, and Kirby has always been known for it being very cute and adorable and colorful, and they definitely are going full ham on that. I also really love how the powers not only look really cool, but they seem like they all have use within the world itself. Very reminiscent of Super Mario Odyssey. Seems like you're actually going to use these different powers to access different areas of the map and maybe unlock secrets and all that sort of jazz. And of course, you can't have a Kirby game without a good Meta Knight moment, and we get a little bit of him here at the end of the trailer. Anyway, there's not much more to go on here. Unfortunately, it was a pretty short trailer, but we're right around the corner for this game, and honestly, I wouldn't be super surprised if we saw some sort of Nintendo Direct around this game within the next month or two maybe. I also know that they need to cover Pokemon Pokemon Arceus, which is even more around the corner. I think that's like January 28th or something like that. And I was kind of curious if they were going to end up doing some sort of Pokemon Direct for that as well. Anyway, that's all the Kirby and the Forgotten Lands news I got for you guys today. I'm Brandon. This was the Game Corner episode on Kirby and the Forgotten Lands. Thanks for watching and have a kick-ass week.